will often do the opposite. Yes, Chris D has a good point here. He says, confidence from the gym and boxing applied to game can help cure being socially awkward. And this is what I think happens. This is a good point, Chris, and I appreciate you making it. Confidence that comes from physically improving yourself, which, again, improving your business or your career can also improve your confidence. It just takes longer. The thing with confidence coming from athleticism or from training or from exercise is usually within like 3 months, 12 weeks, you start like seeing changes physically, which gives you confidence. And then at about 6 months, about the same time that you should see real, results coming from training on game, you will see a physical transformation, something that's with you all the time. You really have to focus in on it and eat better and feel better and sleep better. So all kinds of things are happening at one time. At about a year to 2 years, depending on, you're really coming down to your genetics and your efforts, you can literally look like a different person. Your clothes fit better, you feel better, you move more confidently, you move better. There's no downside. And like Chris says, going in the gym for fitness or for boxing, the only drawback, and this is from experience and working with a lot of men, is like with the martial arts, with boxing, guys that have done it and run businesses and then they pull back, they've said it at times that all the head, for lack of a better word, trauma, or I would say, your head, they 6 months after they stopped doing that type of training, they tend to think more clearly. Like there really is like, you're kind of like giving away 10 to 20% of your mental capacity, just trying to recover from the headshots. It's inevitable that there's a trade-off. You have to decide what is best. Either can you operate at 80% of cognitive function or 100%? So all these things kind of add up and matter. And guys are going, man, I thought a lot more clear. I mean, I love boxing, but I can't think straight, to be quite honest. So there's always a trade-off with everything. And even if you're in training, if you're doing fitness, if you're doing bodybuilding, if you're doing CrossFit, if you're doing any of the, sport, fitness as sport, you're not going to think as clearly when you're training at a high level because you've only got so much energy every day. But again, the confidence that it can bring is applicable to game and help cure being socially awkward. You have to focus, and Chris, I'll say this because I've seen too many men that are successful business-wise, have built great foundations of their bodies, but they're stuck in a gym on a Friday or Saturday night because they're socially awkward. To overcome social awkwardness, you have to focus in on game and actually applying these things in a social atmosphere. You have to get out there and practice it. Being in the gym, getting more physically is a byproduct, and sometimes it can help with confidence in yourself and your abilities, but you actually have to focus in on those skills socially and with women. Otherwise, you'll have a very well-built, socially awkward guy, and it happens all the time. They're out there in droves. So thank you for the question, and that's a damn good point. Let's see what else.